You're wrong about the One Piece live action, and here's why. Welcome back to a new series on the channel where we talk about people's hot takes on the newest topics and argue them. Today, the One Piece live action. And take number one is this lovely take up here. The show is corny. Have you even read the manga? Have you even seen the source material? Have you ever watched anime? You're wrong. I think what a lot of the general audience fail to realize about the One Piece live action is that it is based on one of the biggest, most famous anime and manga of all time. This is a comic for children and young teens. So yes, some of the things that happen will be corny, but it's all part of the charm of One Piece. If you don't like the goofy characters, the goofy costumes, the goofy plot lines, then this show isn't for you. Number two is this comment here. Inaki is a bad Luffy. You're wrong. The creator of One Piece himself, Eiichiro Oda, has confirmed that he chose Inaki to be Luffy, and he says he is the embodiment of a real life Luffy. If that isn't enough to justify him, I don't know what is. But I'm gonna try anyway. Linking back to the previous comment, this is an adaptation of a goofy, over-the-top manga. So the main character is going to be goofy and over-the-top. However, it's very difficult to do some of the things the manga does or the anime does in a live-action format. You have to bring it down slightly, you have to ground it slightly, you have to make it slightly more realistic. And I think this is what a lot of people's problem is. The live-action Luffy can't overreact quite as much as he does in the anime. So yes, he is a little bit toned down, but Inaki embodies who I think Luffy is perfectly. He has the same charm, he has the same goofiness, he has the same heart when it comes to it. They ruined Sanji. You're wrong. They made Sanji so much better. There's no way you can tell me that the creepy womanizer Sanji from the anime and manga would fit in a modern day live action adaptation. Yes, he doesn't smoke as much. Yes, he doesn't wear suits as much, and those things I'm a little bit less pressed on, but the personality change from him being a creep to being this charming character who loves the women as more of a respect and sisterhood aspect rather than a I just want to smash aspect brings so much weight to his portrayal. And finally, they're introducing characters too early. You're wrong. One thing that the live action has that the manga and the anime didn't is that they can adapt knowing the future of the series. When Oda was writing volume 1, he wasn't thinking about characters in volume 40, but the live action knows about these characters. They can sprinkle in little hints and little tidbits so that when we turn around later, the general audience feel like they worked something out. They recognize a character. This is an interconnected story. One Piece is massive and the live action is allowed to act on all of its history, not just what's happening in the moment. And I think that makes it a more interesting adaptation. If you've got some hot takes you want me to react to, put them down in the comments. And next episode, I can tell you how